Many Democrat leaders say the vote on the next stimulus package and the physical infrastructure package will happen this week. I'll tell you what's back in the bill and what's back on the table. Trump says Biden should be heavily focused on lowering the price of gas, and Dr. Fauci is back in the news and it's not good. All of this and more in today's update. Hello and welcome to today's November 1st daily news report, as well as ongoing stimulus package information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now. I want to keep you up to date on all that's going on in Washington, D.C. each day, what's going on in the U.S. economy, this next stimulus package, money, investing, and much, much more. All right, the giveaway of money, the $10,000 giveaway in October has come to an end, and the winners will receive an email letting them know that they are the winner. It will be the email you used to sign up where you will find out if you are the winner. I'm excited that we were able to give that amount of money away and change some lives. I'd also like to announce the new November giveaway. As of right now, there's going to be 20 winners. Each winner will get $250 in cash to help out with bills or Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate, or just some extra spending money in your pocket. Truthfully, I'm still working on a few additional sponsors, so I'm hoping to get even more winners up here in the next few days. But as of right now, this is what I could commit to when it comes to helping my community. And by community, I mean my YouTube viewers, right? So don't think that this is just for people in Utah. All right, now you can sign up each day. It only takes about 20 seconds. I'll leave a link in the video description and also the pinned comment below. But let's go ahead and jump into today's news. All right, all the politicians are back in Washington, D.C. as of this morning. According to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, she wants to hold a vote early in the week and has tentatively floated the idea of Tuesday evening. She said she wants to vote on the bill so that she can release it to Congress so that they can finally read what's in the bill. Now, I'm not sure why she's voting before they've read the bill and not after, but that's what she said, right? So Democrats and Republicans this week will vote on creating over $2 trillion in new money, and they haven't read the bill. So that's what's going on this week in Washington, D.C. Now, some are concerned that Congress will be voting on a massive spending bill while the rest of the country is distracted voting for new local leaders on the mayoral level, state and local House and Senate leaders, and also new governors. So tomorrow is a big voting day, the first Tuesday in November. It's also when Nancy Pelosi wants to try to pass the two bills. Some are saying, why are you doing this on such a busy day? But we'll see if it ends up happening. Now, as of right now, spying on the American people to help the IRS keep billionaires honest is back on the table. I don't have a dollar amount for you, but that is back in the bill as of right now. After I finish with giving you guys the news, I will personally be calling my state treasury and also my state attorney general to file a complaint. I don't know what else to call this. It's spying, right? And they're trying to justify it as keeping people honest, but honestly, it's just trying to control and spy on us. Also, back on the table is the ability to negotiate with drug makers. This is an area of the bill that Senator Bernie Sanders has spent almost 40 years fighting for in Washington, D.C. In a weekend interview on CNN, Sanders said, "Right now, the pharmaceutical industry is doing everything they can to make sure that 1 out of 4 Americans continues to be unable to afford the prescriptions their doctor writes them. Does that sound acceptable to you?" Sanders also said, "Think about this. The exact same medication manufactured by the same companies in the same factories are available in Canada, Europe, Australia, and Japan for a fraction of the price the American people pay. And why? Because of Big Pharma's greed, and it's time to end it," Sanders says. Now, I know many of you in my community have voiced support for lowering drug prices, And truly, I think it's a smart move. I don't know why they're one of the biggest buyers, and yet they don't negotiate for buying in bulk, lowering the prices based on, like, seriously, this should be like a giant Groupon, right? Like, there's enough people that they should be able to negotiate. And, and I'm a big believer in capitalism, but sometimes capitalism does need the government to step in and use, flex their muscles in order to get stuff done for their citizens. So as of right now, it's back on the table, but this thing's been off again, on again, off again, on again, right? Representative Ro Khanna from California said he's ready to vote yes, but that privately, he is still trying to get far more programs that help the American people back into the bill. So he's going to vote yes because he feels like this has dragged out too long, but it's not the bill he likes or wants. And he said privately he's still trying to get more for the American people. Now, one area that could slow down the voting tomorrow is the Senate has gone back to the Senate parliamentarian for the third time to try to create a pathway for citizenship for 20 million immigrants that are here in the United States. Democrats want to see this provision in the stimulus package, but it has been rejected twice previously. So we'll see if the third time is a go or a no-go. Basically, the Senate parliamentarian says it doesn't stimulate the economy, doesn't really have anything to do with the stimulus package, and it doesn't fit the Senate rules. Senator Chuck Schumer said he is optimistic that this week is the week. He said if the bill passes in the House the way he thinks it will, then as Senate Majority Leader, he is ready to move forward with 51 votes, and get this bill passed. So if they get to 51 votes, they can bypass the filibuster using the special budget reconciliation. He says he has the votes. He said that Senators Sinema and Manchin won't be a problem as long as the bill passes the way he thinks it will, which is a very vague way of saying if it's a smaller bill, then Manchin and Sinema will vote for it because ultimately it will be their bill that they're voting for. Over the weekend, President Biden apologized to Europe for Trump removing the United States from the Paris Climate Accord. Biden also apologized to France for cheating them out of billions of dollars in an Australian nuclear submarine deal. Biden said, "Honest to God, I thought France knew they were out of the deal and I handled it clumsily." So he didn't realize that France had been cut out and continued and then made an announcement that completely caught France off guard. We are less than 40 days until the U.S. government runs out of money. Republicans say after the ungrateful and childish behavior of Chuck Schumer once they voted to avoid shutting down the government, Republicans will not take place in voting to raise the debt ceiling in early December. However, Senator Joe Manchin said that's fine. Democrats control the government for now, and it's on the Democrats to come up with the plan and the votes to deal with the government's debt ceiling situation. The big race on Tuesday is the governor race in Virginia. So far, Republican candidate Youngkin is ahead in the polls. Democrat runner Terry McAuliffe said if he doesn't win, it will be because Washington, D.C. didn't support him in his run for governor. I guess this guy's forgetting about the time that the Obamas came to stump for him. I guess he's forgetting about Bernie Sanders and how Vice President Kamala Harris came and stumped for him. And I guess he's forgetting that President Biden himself and First Lady Jill Biden came and stumped for him. But he said if he loses, he'll be hiring Hillary Clinton's attorney to fight on his behalf. So it kind of sounds like he's maybe either setting himself up to lose or to fight if he loses. But either way, he's basically blaming all of these bigwigs in Washington, D.C. for not supporting him after they came and supported him. All right, now many Democrats admit that they are in danger of losing their seat in 2022 and are now asking the White House for one thing they believe will ensure that they will win, and that is lower drug prices. Many Democrats have been communicating with the White House that they have very little to brag about as campaign season kicks off this month. But if Biden were to lower the cost of drugs, they would have a chance of keeping their seat or winning. Many say that lowering student loan debt would also be a huge way to get millions and millions of votes. But they say, we're not worried about that. We just want to lower the price of drugs. That's the biggest bang for our political buck right now. Now, I'd be curious to know what would help you the most right now if you were standing in front of a politician. Is it lower drug prices? Is it lowering your student loan debt? Just type down below in the comments, this is what would help me the most if I were standing in front of a politician. By the way, thank you guys so much for giving these videos a like. I really appreciate it, and I just love bringing you guys the news. Well, fully vaccinated White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki has COVID and will not be doing any press conferences for the next 10 days. Former President Donald Trump spoke out against President Biden. He said he left the new president with a country that was energy independent, and now we are begging our enemies and OPEC for oil. Trump said Biden should be focused on the border and on lowering the price of gas. If gas prices come down, everything comes down. However, Trump warned that if the oil shortages continue, the price of gas could go as high as $8 to $10 a gallon, and then everything becomes beyond expensive for the average American. The city of Austin, Texas voted last year in the wake of the George Floyd situation to defund their police department. Now, with crime rising, they say their highest priority is to refund the police by hiring police officers to deal with rising crime. Dr. Fauci is back in the news again, and it's not good. He funded a lab with taxpayer money to do tests using ticks with mutant bacteria eating puppies. The puppies are placed in cages and then covered with up to 250 ticks. The ticks are allowed to eat on these puppies for up to a week, and then the puppies have their blood tested. Hashtag #FireFauci has been trending on Twitter ever since this information came to light. Now, according to the group White Coat Waste Project, Fauci has funded over $5 million in experimenting on herding dogs or having them eaten so that they could study how dogs' bodies react under different circumstances. The stock market is having a green day today. Personally, I've been trimming my position in groups that I think are too high or may have a drop if the stock market drops. I've also been investing in groups that I believe will do really well over the next 10 years, so taking a long-term approach. American Airlines had to cancel over 1,800 flights this weekend, they say because of bad weather and high winds. However, other airlines flying the same routes didn't seem to have these issues. I wish these airlines would admit that they're having staffing issues over the vaccine mandates. They keep trying to cover this stuff up as if you and I are stupid, right? Southwest Airlines did the same thing a few weeks ago and then later told the public the truth. We're having staffing issues, right? Don't you guys get tired of being lied to? I know I do. All right, now President Biden is being called a hypocrite. While in Europe, his protective detail of cars kept him safe and on the move to all the different events and commitments that he had. His motorcade on one day had as many as 85 cars. So he took 85 cars in a motorcade to a climate summit to tell the world that they need to be better about emissions, right? Doesn't really add up in my mind either. All right, now billionaire Charlie Munger is getting heat from comments over the weekend. He said he would rather be a billionaire and hated than not have any money. This came after Munger was confronted about a building of college dorm rooms where 94% of students didn't have a window, so no real light, no ability to escape if there's a situation. And there's only 2 doors to enter and exit from. The entire building was built to be a money-making machine versus a safe and enjoyable place to live while attending college. So he's getting a lot of heat for that. All right, now tomorrow is election day for many government positions. If you are unhappy, now is the time to go vote people out or vote new people back in. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for, but I do believe voting is a great way to express your opinion for who you want and who you don't want. Now, this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. Before you go, make sure to follow that link below. Be one of the 20 people that's going to win $250 cash. You can do whatever you want with it, right? And then just being very transparent with you, I am still negotiating with a few key sponsors because I want to give away even more money as we go into the holiday season. So I'm working on it. So be patient. It may or may not happen, but I have a sneaky feeling that it's going to happen. I'm pretty persistent when it comes to helping people out. All right. Now, before you go, I just want to remind you that you are amazing. I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.